and welcome to Rather Be Board Gaming. I am Nathan and going to do another playthrough of Horrified. Now the last time we did this, my son and I did the introductory scenario with these two heroes, these two villains and these two heroes. So we're just going to remove those and we will get our random number generators. So I'm going to try, I'll just set these here for now. I'm going to try the, I guess the harder difficulty. And we're going to try 3 of these monsters. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to do a little different. Whatever number I roll is the one I am not playing against in this playthrough. So that is the 1. So this one is not being played. So we have the Mummy, Frankenstein, and the Bride, and then Invisible Man. Oh, these are tough. These are tough. I may just do this for now, because once I do the initial setup, I think I'm actually going to bring the camera down and do almost like a head-on 3D view and give you a look at what's going on. Now, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 5. So if I roll a 6, I will re-roll. I'm going to play two-handed, 2 characters. So we will take that one, and then we'll roll the 4-sided. And we got another 1. Some days, right? The dice just roll the same thing over and over. So let's see the 2 characters we get. We are going to be the Special Agent. Starting location is the Precinct. And starting location is the Theater. Her special ability is that she gets 5 actions a turn. The Mayor, not bad. This character, you can take one of your actions to move directly to a monster if it's not in the water. So, cool. Then, I'll get to these a little later. Let's go ahead and do this part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I need to put those on the board where they go. And let me grab the camera down and get everything started, and then we'll check it out and be ready to play. So I have my 2 playable characters, heroes, in their starting locations. Unfortunately, they are close together. Now, this overlay for the Precinct is for the Invisible Man, so that's not bad. She gets to start right there with an item. This is the Frenzy token, which shows which monster is currently frenzied. That will go on the lowest number monster, which in this case happens to be the Mummy. Here's the overlay for the Mummy, so put this here. And what's cool is if you take the back of any of the ones not used of the villains, it tells you exactly how to set that up for play. Somebody could become an obsession of the Mummy later in the game. That's what this token is for. So, if you can see just up here in the corner of the board, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you take the 1, 2, and 3, mix them up randomly, and then we're going to do the same 4, 5, and 6 and mix them up randomly and put them on. Well, I'm just fumbling. Let's do that. Okay. And it says face up, and then leave the middle spot empty, and then we'll put that obsession token near the Mummy's board. So let's go ahead and flip these up. This is a puzzle that they will have to solve later. And this one you do not have to worry about, is it a 9 or 6? They only go to 6. So it's a 6. Then we look at the Invisible Man. His is pretty easy. You put the Precinct token there to remind you where you have to solve his crime. And then you put him right here at the end, which is right there. And then we'll continue right here. Place Frankenstein on the board at the graveyard. So where's the graveyard? It is up here, isn't it? Thought it was... No, that's the dungeon. I'm sorry. So here's the graveyard. And then the dungeon. There we go. She starts in the dungeon. And then you put the dials. These are dials that point to how angry they are. Each one has their own. We'll look at that in a moment. And point to 0. And that's it. So the enemies are set up. I've got the starting 12 items out there. So now all that's left is each hero will get to start with one item. So let's see. The inspector is going to get the overstock card. Each player draws and places one item from the item bag played during any hero phase. Well, that's pretty good. We might just go ahead and use that really early. Those are always good to have. And then taxi ride. Place a hero in any non-water space. Both are good. Both are very good. We will set those next to the board. I have the NPCs here. I have my draw bag with my items there. Then we need to shuffle the monster action deck, I guess you'd call it. Let's cut that. And I don't know where to put this where it's a good spot on camera. Maybe I'm going to slide some of that stuff off so that this can be on camera, and then I may just slide over to show you the monsters when we get ready for their action. Alright, I think I'm ready to get started, and of course I'm going to start off right now, and I'm going to let each player draw one item from the bag and place it. So I'm hoping to get something from the precinct. I got the inn. That's not bad. And the camp. And the camp is right there. Still, that's not bad. And play during any hero phase. Now we know we need stuff from the Institute, the laboratory, mansion, barn, inn. Those are all up there. So why don't we ooh, and I never put this one up where it went. Ooh, the docks. Yeah, there. Alright, why don't we do this? For her first action, let's just grab this item. And we'll set it there beside her. It's just off camera. Let's see. If I slide this up a little bit, it'll be harder to see everything for you guys, but I think it might work. And let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and use this. And she will use the taxi to take her to the Institute. That is a free action. She still has 3 actions left. So there's 1, 2, 3. So she has a good assortment of items. Now, let's draw this card. So we will draw 3 new items from the bag right there. And 1, 2, 3. And we get, let's see, the docks. The docks and the graveyard. Then it says place Dr. Reed at the Institute. All right. Dr. Reed. So it says place him at the Institute, and if you look on his standee, it says Dr. Reed Camp. Let me get that to focus for you real quick. So that is telling you right there what you need to do. This says place him on the Institute. This right here tells you he wants to go to the camp. So we want to try and get him all the way across the board, which is unfortunate. And this right here will tell us, hey, if the Swamp Thing is in the game, he attacks. Then, whatever monster is frenzied, even if it's the Swamp Thing, they will move and attack. So, the frenzied monster will move one and attack if possible. Well, that is the mummy. Moving one space toward the closest player, then villager. There's nobody there. They can't attack, so we won't have to worry about them hurting anyone. And since there's no one there, they're not going to attack at all, so we don't have to roll the dice. We don't have to worry about any other possible side effects or anything. All right. Now, the mayor here will get 5 actions possible. Well, I think we've definitely got to do... Let's see. He doesn't really need stuff from the docks, although having lots of items is always good. Let's go 1, 2. You can pick up all the items from your spot. And then go 3, 4, 5. And that will be her actions. And 2 more from the bag. So we get the church and the shop. There's the shop, there's the church. Then the hunt is on. So this is for the werewolf man, or the wolf man. If no hero has the hunted emblem, well, he's not in the game, so we don't have to worry about it. So now the Swamp Thing would attack. Then Dracula would move and attack. Then the Frenzy Monster will move and attack. Well, let's see. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. So he will move here. There's no one there. No attack. Good to go. 4 actions. So I think for the first action, she will whistle at this person and tell him, come over here. So that's 1. Then for 2, she will move. Now, as long as you have a villager in the spot with you, they can move with you for 1 action. That's free. Then she's going to pick up all these items at the shop for 3. And then she will move here for 4. All right. And we get 3 new items. Ooh, this could be bad. We'll see. So we're going to get the camp and the mansion and the museum. Well, museum is there, mansion is here, and the camp is up there. Then it says right here, oops, sorry Frank, move up to 3 spaces and then attack with 2 dice. So right now he's the only one moving, but he's going to move up to 3 spaces and then attack with 2 dice. Let's see what happens. Now since I am in the space, he's going to attack me. I will shield this person. Now I could die, just not attack back, which would leave him defenseless and would raise up the terror, but we don't want to do that. So we're just going to discard an item. Let's see. We need something from... No, we don't need anything from the precinct necessarily. So let's get rid of... I think let's get rid of this item. And I'm going to discard that just here. So we block that attack with that item. But now we have to take care of this. So if you look right on each monster's sheet, it tells you what to do. So move the invisible man 2 spaces toward the closest villager. Well, so for instance, if the board was like this, they would leave me and go right there. But since they're already in the space with the closest villager, they're not going to move. This does not say to attack. This just says they move there. But if the next card says attack, they could try to attack again. All right. On to the mayor. 5 actions. Well, for the first action, they will advance on the invisible man. So, if you are at the precinct, you can place an item on the spot below that matches the item's location. Well, she was at the barn and found this pitchfork, and there's some sort of fingerprint smudged on it or something, or there's some blood on it, something. There's something going on that doesn't make sense. And she's trying to convince the cops that the Invisible Man is running around, is doing bad stuff. So we have that there. So that was one action. Let's see. We need something from the inn and something from the mansion, so the cop can pick that up on their way. So let's see. Where is the inn? It's where he is. That's unfortunate. So let's go 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we are well on our way there. Three. We have the tower, we have the institute, and we have the precinct. That's good. Place Renfield at the docks. Okay. Renfield, the insane survivor. So we'll place him at the docks, and he wants to go to the hospital. And then Dracula and the Frenzied. Man, he's already in a space with a victim, so he will roll, or a target, so he will roll 2 dice and only 1 attack. No exclamation, which is excellent. So let's drop. See, I need an institute. I only need one of the laboratories. So let's drop this laboratory. We threw chemicals on him as he came, and I guess it gave him a little burn and slowed him down. Put mustard gas in his eyes or something. Ammonia he couldn't see. I don't know how that works, but that's how it works. So what is the mayor going to do? Well, I think, let's go, let's see, where is the hospital? Where is the hospital? I'm missing it. It's not where they are. It's way down there. Good grief. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think she's going to take them all the way to the hospital, but we'll see. All right, 2 items. And we get the museum. Excellent. And the theater. Want to get a bunch of items there. That will help out. Place Dracula. Dracula's not in the game. So now we have the mummy attacking. Then we have the Bride of Frankenstein. And then the Invisible Man. So this is a bad card turn for us. Well, the mummy will not move. They will simply attack. They are just running us out of items. Okay, let's get rid of this shop item. We put a bear trap down. Then, the Bride of Frankenstein right there. So, she will move 1 space. There happens to be something there. Let's roll 2 dice, see what happens. Oh, 2 hits. So, let's see what the mayor going to do. We need... I don't think we need anything else from the barn right now. Don't really know that we need red items late in the game, though. That's unfortunate. Let's see. We need something from the inn. We need yellow and blue. I don't know. Let's just get rid of the onion or the garlic and the knife. So we will fight her off with those 2 items. And then the Invisible Man, he will simply attack 2. This is, oh, no. Let's move 1. And he does nothing, luckily. We need to get moving. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't have any actions to pick that up, but as soon as he reaches his destination, he is rescued, and we get to draw a new item card for her. Let's see, it is a taxi ride. All right, we've already seen that. And that will be helpful. 3. Place Fritz at the tower. Good grief, all these villagers are coming out quick. He is at the tower. Well, that's not... Well, I guess that works. And then he wants to get to the Institute, which is way down here. And this guy wants to go to the hospital, which is way down here. Good grief. Okay. Let's put these 3 items out, and then we will continue on. Precinct, Institute, and Inn. So, here, Frankenstein will move. Frankenstein's monster. Then the bride will move. She won't move. She'll just simply attack. Oops. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. And then the frenzied monster. All right. Let's see here. What are we going to get rid of? Let's get rid of the flower. Don't know how we distracted the bride with the flower, but we did. But we still have to take care of the exclamation point. And both these dials are on 0, so it doesn't matter right now. If I know where they are if I mess up. So anytime, it doesn't matter which one of these is attacking, if you roll this, what you do is resolve all your attacks, do all that. Then, after all the attacks are done, you move her 1 space toward Frankie there, because we don't want them to meet up too early. They're still too angry. Right. And now the frenzied monster, which is the mummy still, he will move 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So he will move 1 space toward us. No attack. Thank goodness. 5 moves. I think we've got to do this. We're going to take both of them with us. We're going to just zoom right past the bride. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She will stop at the Institute. And she will drop off Fritz. And get us... Let's see. The current player takes 2 additional actions. And you can play that during any hero phase. Not bad, not bad. And I think she'll stop there for now. Let's not worry about that. See, 2 items and then thief. Place the invisible man at the location with the most items and then discard all the items there. Ooh, that's not good. Let's see, the camp. It probably is going to be the camp. Looks like it has 4 items. And then the laboratory. So, he goes to the camp and he snuck in there right past the detective and stole all these items. I should have remembered that card was in the deck. And, oh well. Instead of picking up the items where she was, picked up those. That's alright. And now the mummy will move and try to attack. Nope. The swamp thing. Nope. And then Frankie. So no attacks that turn. That was pretty nice. Alright. So we have 5 actions here. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she's going to go ahead and play this card to get 2 more actions and go 1, 2. And she dropped him all the way off at the hospital. I tell you what, the mayor, with her 5 actions, is great for rescuing people. Because these cards are powerful. Oh, and look, there's another late into the night. Well, no items this time. Retreat. Place the creature at the lagoon. So the creature, the way he works is he'll sometimes come out and attack, and then he'll disappear into the water. And so you can't do anything to him while he's there. So Wolfman, then the bride, then the mummy. So the bride is going to move 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So she'll move this way toward our hero. And then the mummy is going to move, and he will attack with 3 dice. Ouch, ouch, ouch. This could be ugly. Oh, it is ugly. It is ugly. So we know we need the laboratory, the institute, and the mansion. So let's just get rid of one of the extra mansion items, and then he has 2 exclamations. So he's going to move 2 spaces toward the nearest villager. There is no villagers, so he would just, we got lucky. That right there did nothing. Excellent. And so I think we're back to the, we're back to the detective. What do we want to do with her? I know we've got these 3 items here. I think she's going to use her taxi ride right now and jump over here to the end. I think that'll be nice. And then, for 1 action, pick this up. 2, 3. Let's go ahead and pick all those up for 4, because she's probably going to need some items to save her. And then, I think the mayor's going to give her 2 more actions this turn. So for 2 more actions, we're going to put 2 of these items on. Let me just slide over here. Sorry about the glare. So we'll put the mansion and the institute items. So now, her next turn, she'll be able to finish this board off, and then we just need to collect red. Just off camera there. To defeat him, you need to be on his space and throw all red items that equal 9 plus in his face, and you brew up a concoction to make him turn visible, I guess. There you go. So next turn, she should be able to prepare him for defeat. And let's draw the monster card, and let's see what we get. We get 2 items. Get another thief card. Graveyard and tower. And let's see where he's going to go. There's 2, there's 2, there's 2. So I guess we can put him anywhere. Let us, I don't know. Let's put him over here, I guess. We get to choose. Alright, the mummy. We'll move 1 space and do nothing. The swamp thing, and then the bride, she will move up here and attack us with 3 dice. That is not good. Ouch. Well, we will use one of our precinct guns, and then she will move 1, 2 toward Frankie. That part is not good. Now, I think the mayor is going to start by going 1, 2, and then for 3rd action, let's discard this 2. It's not great, but it is yellow, and if you notice, his dial is yellow. So you have to use yellow items, and that will crank it up from a 0 to a 2. So I won't show this every time, but it starts at 0, and if we get it up to 11, he's a little happier. He's less angry. If we can get hers up to an 8 using blue items, she'll be happy. And then all we need to do is get them together so they can live together happily ever after, right? 1, 2. That was 3 actions. She has 2 actions left, so let's go 1, 2. And we'll get these yellow items because at the museum, don't know if you can see with that icon right there, but it is yellow. Let's see. Will the camera pick it up? Not really. So you need yellow items to advance his mission. I need to get this out of the way. So 0, reincarnated soul. If no hero has the soul sign, no, they do not. So the mayor is now haunted. Now you move the hero with the soul sign 3 spaces toward the mummy. That is horrible. It's going to take her away from the museum. Maybe I should have done something different. So 1, 2, 3. Ouch. But now it's going to be Wolfman, Dracula, Invisible Man. So all we have is the Invisible Man. He will move 1 space, not attack, not horrible, but I hate it moving her away. So what is the sheriff going to do? Well, I think for the first 2 actions, we're going to 1, 2. We have filled up his board. And then we're going to go, oh, she needs 1 more action. So let's go like this. Oh, she can't pick that up. She only has 2 actions left. That is unfortunate. Unfortunate. So let's do this. Let's go 1, 2. So that maybe on the mayor's turn, she has a bunch of items. She can give the inspector a couple of more items to protect herself. This could be bad though. Let's see. 3 items go out. 1, 2, 3. So we get, oh, I dropped 1 in. Barn, Institute, and Church. So then we get Elizabeth, the concerned or worried fiance. We put her at the mansion. Where's the mansion? She wants to get to the tower. So Frank is going to move 1. Oh no, this is bad. This is bad. There's no heroes there to protect her. Come on, Frank. Miss. Of course he does not. 1 hit will take her out. So poor Elizabeth. Didn't stay in the mansion. She got defeated. And the terror level goes up. Unfortunate. Then the bride will try to move. Doesn't have to move. We'll simply roll 2 dice. And I do believe either player, you get to choose. So let's just get rid of, don't want to get rid of that. Don't want to get rid of that. Let's get rid of, I guess let's get rid of this. The anatomy test. I don't know. Made her stop and think about a hard question for a while. Stumped her. And then the mummy will attack with 2. And again, we will have the mayor take care of it. I guess, yeah, I guess this. We were very fortunate that was not as bad as it could have been. Now, the mayor's got an interesting turn because for their first action, and you have cards right here. This side tells you what the monsters do and stuff and what the symbols mean. And here you have the player's actions. And for one of the actions, you can share items between heroes on your space. So let's say 4 people were here. She could use her action and say, listen up everybody, y'all share items. She doesn't even have to give up any items. She can just force the share action and everybody can swap among themselves. 1 here, 3 here, whatever. It doesn't have to be equal numbers. But she is going to share. She's going to give. She doesn't really need this. And she will go ahead and give one of these also to the inspector. Because that is 1 action. So then for the second action, she will use this on the bride. And it is a level 3. And so the dial will turn 1, 2, 3. She is now at 3. And one thing I think I forgot to do with him, but we won't worry about it. We won't rewind. After you use one of the items, you can move that character that many spaces any direction you want. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Excellent. So that was 2 actions. And then she's going to go 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, that will just leave her at the museum. But maybe she won't get pulled away. All right, we got more villagers showing up. It's both good and bad. When you can get them off the board, it's always good to get items, but most of the time they end up getting captured by the evil people, the monsters. So, the delivery people, says Wilbur and Chick. They will go to the shop and they want to go to the dungeon. Why do they want to go to the dungeon? I don't know, but that's not too far away. Got two monsters between them though. So, Frankie will move one space and attack with 3 dice. I do not like this at all. Only 1 hit. So, let us... I don't think it's going to matter, but let's go ahead and start with this barn item. And then, the bride will move. And then the mummy will attack us. Not liking this. Okay, that's not too bad. That's just 1. So now we'll get rid of this one. And he will move 2 spaces near the nearest villager. So 1, 2. He's stalking them. He's trying to hunt them down and hurt them. Oop, nope. Wait, that's the wrong. That is the wrong. I'm sorry. Oop. Let me show you this real quick. This is the mummy. So fortify the curse by flipping the lowest scarab face down. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. But that's okay. That's okay. It was bound to happen eventually because he's been frenzied the whole game and just keeps wailing on us. Now let's see. What is the detective going to do? The inspector. Let's go 1, 2, and then we are going to activate. We're going to trap the invisible man. So if you are in the invisible man, all these are face up. Okay, we're going to create a trap. It says if you're in the invisible man space, you can use as many tokens that you need that are red to defeat him. Well, we have 2 reds that equal 12. All we needed was 9 or higher. So we have exposed him and captured him, and the police have taken him. He is out of the game. He is completely gone. We can remove this from the board. And we can remove this from the board because he is no longer a threat. That is amazing. So let's see, that was 1, 2, 3. That was just 3 actions. She still has an action. Well, I think we might as well pick this up to protect ourselves. And, aha, 2 items come out. We have the barn. We have the camp. The invisible man is not in place, so we ignore that. Now we go to the mummy. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So he will move 1 space this way. Swamp Thing does nothing. Frankie's going to move there. Nobody attacked. Great turn. 5 actions. First action. We are going to turn in this yellow artifact that has a value of 4. Now we only have 2 monsters. I'm going to slide this down and slide the camera over. So she gets 4 actions. Well, the first one, we need to turn that back over. So that's 1. Now we have 2 more. Or 3 more, I'm sorry. 3 more. So let us try to get everything where we want it. So let's go 1, 2, 3. That's not bad. Then she's going to turn in this one for her second action. Get 3 more puzzle movements. And go 1, 2, 3. That's not bad. Then for the third, she's going to get 3 more puzzle movements and go 1, 2, 3. We are so close to solving the mummy's riddle. She is deciphering those runes like a champ, but she is out of tokens. So I think let's go 1 and 2. She'll pick that one up next turn. It's not great, but 3 items will come out. Maybe we'll get some more yellows close to her. I'm afraid I've already pulled them all out of the bag, but we'll see. There's the tower, there's the institute, and there is the mansion. Former employee, place Dr. Cranley at the laboratory, and he wants to get to the precinct. Maybe he's trying to tell them that the Invisible Man's real and is out there, even though we've already solved that case. Don't know, but that's where he's headed. Let's see if we can get that to focus just a little better. Here we go. I know that's hard to see up there, but this way you can kind of see the way the game plays and see the board. Let's put this back on the mummy. And Visible Man is out of the game, so we don't have to worry about that. So now we just do the mummy. The mummy will move 1 space and attack our hero, and they will use that new item to block it, and then the mummy will flip that number 1 rune back over. It's unfortunate. All right, not a bad turn. Now 4 actions. Well, I think we got to do this. Got to go 1, 2. Gonna need a bunch of items to stay safe, and then let's go. Nope. Let's take that back. We're gonna go 1, 2. Then we're gonna go 3. And then we're going to use one of these items that is blue. 1, 2, 3. The bride is at a calmness level of 6. I'm going to pause and move all these discards over here out of the way. If we move that way, she's only going to be 2 spaces from Frankie. If we move this way, she's going to be close to heroes. 1, 2, 1, 2, right on top. Let's go this way. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll make her go toward the mayor if that should happen. 2 new items come out. We get the laboratory at Dexter's, and then we go with the church, and that is perfect. That is perfect. All right, and then the hunt is on. Wolfman's not in the game. Swamp Thing's not in the game. Dracula's not in the game, so the mummy will again attack. He is starting to get on my nerves, so he does no damage, but he will flip over the number 2 rune. He is trying to prevent us from solving that riddle. So, first action, we got to pick up these. Then we got to go 2, 3. We're going to go 4, 5. Okay? So, let's take a look at that. And those 2 items gave us a total of 6 moves. Well, we're going to go 1, 2, and then we'll go 3, 4, 5, and we're done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have them all in the correct order. Boom. They're all face up. So now we just need to get to the mummy's space and do the same thing we did with the Invisible Man. Be in their space with red items to attack them. 9 or more. Yes, we're getting close. Oops, I left that in the way. Sorry about that. No items. Creature retreats, and then Wolfman, Bride, and Frenzy. So the Bride is going to move 1 space, so we will move her. Ooh, either way, that's going to be bad. So do I want her to have a chance to go back to the hospital? See, where's the hospital again? Way down here. I think that might be better. So let's send her there. Who knows? With 3 attacks, she may miss. We may get lucky. Yeah, no. Look at that. What is it? Yeah, 2 in 6 chance, and then half of the die faces are. So that's all she needed was 1 attack, because the mayor last turn spent all of her tokens to solve the mummy's curse. So she has been knocked out and needs to go to the hospital. Technically, you take them completely off the board until next turn, but I'm just going to leave it there to remember. Now the Mummy will go. The mummy is already right there. This could be bad. Oh, just one attack, so she will block it with this. But our mayor did get knocked out and sent to the hospital. Don't know how somebody managed to rescue her and take her to the hospital, but we couldn't. Nobody was there to save poor Elizabeth. I think we've got to do this. I just think it makes sense. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. And so we need a 9 or higher. Let's just use these. I'm going to have to use 2 items anyway. So let's just go ahead and use the pitchfork and the torch. The torch does sound like something that you would want to fight a mummy with. So that is a total of 9. So let's look at his board. I'm just going to slide over here if you can slide with me. All of the runes are face up in their correct spot. We discarded items that are red that value 9 or higher. In his space, he is defeated. The frenzied monster never I never got a card to change the frenzy, but it will now move to the next lowest, or the next number in order. The mummy is defeated. We can remove this from the game. We can remove this from the game, and we can remove this from the game. That only leaves Frankie and his wife, or his bride to be. Okay, so it was 1, 2, 3, 4. That was her 4 actions. We're doing pretty good. We're a little over halfway through the deck. We got to get going on their story. 3 items. 1, 2, 3. So we have the theater. We have the Institute. And we have the Abbey. The Abbey's down here. Is it up? There it is. Yeah. All right. Place Professor Pearson at the cave. So he has been in the cave exploring, and he wants to get to the museum. I guess he found some fossils, and he wants to get them to the museum, but he doesn't realize what's going on. So the mummy will attack. No, the mummy will not attack. Look at that. But the frenzied monster will attack. Now, the frenzied monster, if you remember, the only monsters left are Frankie and the bride. But when the frenzied pair of them attacks, it's always only Frankenstein's monster. So we will move him up to 2 spaces and attack with up to 2 dice. So he swung and missed, but we did roll this. So anytime either one of them attacks, you roll this, you simply move her 1 space toward him. And that is that turn done. She will now pop back. Oh, and I can remove her curse. Yay. We can flip her up. She gets a full turn with 5 actions. What are we going to do? So we need blue and yellow. Blue and yellow. Don't even care about the red unless we use them for defense. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. And those are, yeah, that'll work. All I need is a 2 on her. She is at 6. 5. There we go. Uh-oh. All right, 2 items go on the board. We get the mansion and we get the museum. Then we're going to move the bride 2 spaces toward Frankenstein. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2. Swamp Thing is not in the game. Wolfman is not in the game. And the Invisible Man is no longer in the game. So no other actions this turn. Excellent, excellent. All right. Need 4 actions. Let's go. Let's see. We need blues and yellows. That is a low number yellow. That's I think they're about to meet up. So we'll show you what happens when that happens. 1, 2, 3. And then instead of picking that item up, she's going to whistle and tell him to come over here. And that'll set her up for next turn. Oh, we know what this card is. It's the same card. Let's get 2 items. We get the inn and we get the camp. Oh, excellent. I'm getting some lucky draws with the items coming up right up under our hero's feet. That is excellent. 5 actions. Let's go 1, 2, and then she's going to go 3. And she will tame the bride. 1, 2. She's now at 8, so we can flip this over. She is done. And we get to move her 2 spaces away. So let's just go 1, 2. And that was 1, 2, 3 actions. She gets 2 more. What does she want to do? We need yellow for him. Where are we going? We're going to the precinct and the dungeon. So that's not very good. So let's just go 1, 2, and that will be the end of her turn. I keep forgetting to remove that card. 0. Sunrise. Place Dracula at the crypt. He's not in the game. Visible Man's not there. Then Frankie. So he's going to move once and attack. Oh, this could be bad. So we're going to go once and attack. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And then he won't move, but he will attack. Yes! This is the only monster that keeps missing their attacks all game. Very fortunate for us. And I'm going to do something weird with her. I'm not going to pick up those items because I don't know that I'm going to need them. But what I am going to do is escort him to the museum with 1, 2, 3, 4. He made it safely to the museum. Let's see what we get here. Choose 1. Place the Invisible Man in any space or move any monster 3 spaces. So that could come in handy. And let us... Well, we know this one. They're trying to meet up before we want them to. Alright. Move the bride 2 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So, nope. Nobody moves and attacks. This is looking good. This is looking good. Looking good. So, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Now, this is unfortunate. It's just a 2, but I'm going to use 2. And we will turn Frank's dial. It's hard to see there because of the glare. Sorry for my lights. But he is now on a 4. And we will move him 1, 2 spaces away. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4 actions. And then 5. And we will drop off Lauren Hardy. Wilbur and Chick. Right here. In the dungeon. And she will get... What is this? Hurry, move each hero up to 2 spaces. Ooh, that could be good. That could be good. And 3 items. We're getting near the end of the bag. 1, 2, 3. I only have 1 item left in there. Alright. Laboratory, doesn't matter. Tower, doesn't matter. Abbey, doesn't really matter. Move the frenzied marker to the next monster. Well, there's the only monster. I could have swore I had one of those. I bet I forgot to do that. And y'all are yelling at me. Yep, it was early in the game. I had the mummy as the frenzy monster all game, and it should have been Frankenstein. That is my mistake. I cheated, so you can put an asterisk by this if I just end up winning. Move each villager 1 space toward their safe location. Okay, well, that doesn't really help. Wow, somehow I just skipped over that and went straight to this. How did I do that? Okay, so the friendly monster will move up to 3. This is not good. This is why moving those is not good. 1, 2. Now Frank won't miss. Oh, he's good at destroying the villagers. Look at that. Look at that. And that will increase. That really upset. You don't understand how much that upsets me. That I messed that up that early in the game because I try so hard to get all the rules right and it's on camera and that. So if you simply read the card from top to bottom and do what it says, so frustrating. Okay. And now I've done lost my train of thought. Let's see, whose turn is it? I believe it is the inspectors, but let me double check. Had to go back and double check. I was so frustrated. But yeah, I believe we are on the inspector. So for one, they will pick up this item. Then they will use their special action. They can place your hero on any non-water space with the monster. So they are going to jump over here with Frankie. So that is 2 actions. Then for 3, they will use this 4, and that will go from a 4 to an 8. We are getting close. Then we may move him. We will move him. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going that way anyway to get items. So there you go. So that was 1, 2. That was 3. We have one more action. Let us go ahead and I guess we'll pick up this item to protect us from an attack for the 4th action. And yeah, we're getting close, getting close. Reincarnated soul, no items. If no hero has a soul sign, well, the mummy's out of the game. Wolfman's out of the game, Dracula's out of the game, Visible Man's out of the game. We have a totally useless card for the bad guys. So we're going to play this. We're going to hurry and move all heroes up to 2, each hero up to 2 spaces. Well, we'll go 1, 2, and we'll go 1, 2. And she can start off her actions by getting her some defense. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, no, we don't want to do that. We will go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then let's be silly about it, and we'll use the violin. We're going to teach the monster to love and respect music. Yes, yes. Calm him down. That will turn his dial from 8 to 9, 10, 11. So if you notice, they are both happy and calm. And they are ready to settle down and learn to love and quit killing all the villagers, Frankie. If we can get them to meet up before we run out of cards. Or before we get our terror marker all the way up. But I don't think it's going to happen. Right? That's not going to happen. Right? So, let's see. That was 1, 2, 3. Pick up 4. Use 5. Excellent. 2 items. Well, we only have 1 left in the bag, so we will put it out. That is 1. Then we will grab all these. Now, when this deck runs out, if we have not won, and we need to draw, it's not when you draw the last card, it's when you need to draw. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works, but I'll double check. But when these run out, you simply take the discards, mix them up, and continue on. Not that it matters that much. We just want to get them together. And let's see. Swamp Thing, Dracula, and then Frankie. Frankie will move 1. He doesn't need to move 1. He will attack for 2. And she will block it. Unfortunately, all she has is a yellow. Because you can still do this action right here to force them to move, which is kind of cool. Now, this could be interesting. So let's go ahead and use this. I'm going to move any monster 3 spaces. So let's move Frank 1, 2, 3. And then for her action, she will go 1, 2, and her dial is blue. So if both dials show the monster's faces, they are defeated. Otherwise, increase the terror level if they meet. We kept them from meeting. They never got on the same space and scared each other off, so the terror rating didn't go up. So we just need them to meet. Okay? So when you use the item, yellow for Frankie and the bride is blue, you increase their dial and you may move them. Well, I'm going to move her 2 spaces. Even though I can't, and the rule book does specifically say that you can do this. Even after they are calmed down, you may take this action to purposely move them. I'm going to move her right here, and look, they met up. They met up. So, when the monsters meet, if both dials show their faces, they do. We won. We won. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we had about 6 more. Now, this is one of the more complicated monsters in the game. This, and actually, I think the mummy. Just because they have so many moving parts. This has the 2 dials. You need 2 separate colors. They have separate movements, and then the mummy's curse can be a little tricky. So, I am stoked. I finally won a game this week. Well, actually in the past 2 weeks. But, there you go. Horrified, the original version. 2-player versus 3 of the monsters. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and may God bless you.